Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. So you see those massive green candles? Well, that's because the SEC has to hand over the Hinman emails. And everyone knows that we will never see those emails. None of us in the XRP community. So now I believe we're headed for a very fast settlement. We could get the news at any moment, and it's great finally to see massive green candles like that. As an XRP holder, these are those euphoric moments you wait for. This is what it's all about. And this is nothing compared to where we're going in the near future as far as XRP holders. So with that said, I'm going to make this video. Now, I did another video where I talk a little bit more about all the things happening around XRP. This video, we're going to talk about what's going on in the world that plays in factor with XRP. So let's take a look. The Bank of England is clearing out our debt. If the system and markets crash, they will be left holding bad debt, which will ultimately end their reign. Perpetual debt no more. Wipe clean the books in readiness for a new gold silver backed currency. And I believe that currency will most likely be digital because they're going to need XRP to fix this. This is part of a liquidity crisis that's looming. Global bond yields plunge after Bank of England restarts QE. Euro falls below 96 cents for the first time since December of 2002. Things do not look good right now. But the one thing that can save all of it is XRP. Dow falls 550 points as bond yields rise again with concerns about Fed tightening back in focus. Bond yields rose again with the positive impact of the Bank of England's intervention on debt markets on Wednesday fading. And here's the thing, the Dow is going to go into a correction, and when it does, it's going to be an 8 to 10 year correction in my opinion. Because you can't go up for 100 years and not come back down. It just doesn't happen. Bank of England says blockchain rollout across all markets too challenging. But at some point, they're going to need blockchain to fix these issues that they're having right now. It's imminent. This is going to happen. In a liquidity crisis, one sells what one can, or whatever is liquid, not what one should. Now, I remember 08. I remember people selling cars for $3,000 to $5,000 below what their actual value was because people needed money and they needed it fast. I believe we're headed there again, except this time around, I believe it's going to be far worse. You know that a liquidity crisis is around the corner. Look at the state of the world. ISO 2022 going live November. You really believe all-time high next year? I'm telling you right now, by the time we get to November at the rate we're going, I think crypto's going to start skyrocketing. I believe the US dollar is going to start falling and crypto's going to take off. I agree with you there. I just don't think that happens. Banks are way better prepared for a liquidity crisis than in the past. You really think a bank is prepared for a liquidity crisis? I showed videos and on this channel where I talk about people breaking into the banks in other countries to get their own money out. If banks are so prepared, it would have never came to that. They would have fixed it before that could even happen. But they didn't. You know why? Because the banks are not prepared. At some point, no matter where you are in the world, you're going to go to your bank and the doors are going to be locked. That's when we're in a liquidity crisis. Putin's response to the pipeline attacks. I am not against the citizens of Europe. It's your leaders who are against the citizens of Europe. You know, the more I talk about China and Russia on this channel, the more I came to realize something. I believe they're fighting back against the New World Order, the same thing that none of us want. But I think as they're fighting back against it, we have other countries making Russia and China look like everyone's enemy. I just believe that they're trying to regain whatever they're doing. They don't want to be part of it. They don't want to be part of the climate change. They don't want to be part of anything else that's going on with the World Economic Forum. And I believe the BRICS nations are banding together against it. Speaker Pelosi, I'm so disappointed that you have blocked the bill that would have made it illegal for senators and congressmen to be able to get in on stock trading. Everyone knows what you're doing. Stealing. Please stop. It's wrong. Now, the SEC doesn't look at these congressmen or senators at all, and we know Pelosi was definitely insider trading. Instead, the SEC goes after Ripple and other cryptocurrencies. He should be looking at the politicians. They're the real thieves here. On top of that, when they say that they're going to pull out for ethical reasons, that's when you better have your money out of the bank. I will say it again. I said it in previous videos. The second that they say they're pulling out, get your money out because the stock market will crash shortly after. This day, 14 years ago, September 29, 2008, the global financial crisis stock market crash occurred. Ironic, isn't it? And here's the thing. Back in 08, I talked to an elderly gentleman who saved his entire life, had a lot of money in stocks. He said he had $500 and some $1,000. Within a week, he was down to 18 grand. That's how fast you can lose everything. That's why this is not good at all. And we know they're going to crash it out at some point on purpose. $3 trillion wipeout in 401k retirement accounts in 2022. Fact, nearly 75% of all 401k money is in the falling stock mutual funds market and poised for a rigged crash, being highly and artificially inflated. The crash, when it does come, it's going to be rigged. You could bet on it. It's going to be another man-made crisis, just like the oil refineries burning to the ground and the food processing plants burning to the ground, the energy crisis that are happening throughout the world, all man-made crisis. But you know what? As an XRP holder and a crypto investor, I feel that I invested in the right cryptos at the right time, because these cryptos that we talk about on this channel are part of the new system. The system that's going to fix the old system as it's being burned to the ground by all of these corrupt people. That's why we will get rich. CTFC Commissioner proposes office focused on retail crypto investors. Now, this is big because we know institutional investors have all kinds of protection at the expense of retail investors. Now, finally, maybe we'll get an office that's just focused on us. That would be great. Top Ripple lawyer warns crypto regulatory hostility is hurting the U.S. severely. I believe the same thing. I believe we're being held back right now. The rest of the world is still moving forward at a very fast pace. At some point, the U.S. needs to catch up. Ripple's top lawyer also thinks regulatory hostility is hurting crypto innovators and retail investors alike. And the SEC hurt all of us with this lawsuit as XRP holders. But they're not helping crypto in any way. I can't wait for regulations to come. Then the meme coins will be gone and utility will become king. As Ripple fosters a significant adoption push in Asia, new highs for the XRP price are imminent. And we know the price is going to go much higher. And the thing is, Ripple has always been big in Asia. That's what makes me think that China is definitely going to use XRP for cross-border payments with Russia. XRP price cools off before preparing for its next 100% rally. XRP price has retraced 15% from its recent swing high at 55 cents. Investors can expect a steep correction before it triggers its next explosive move. But what happened today was something very different. We were at a point with XRP that any type of news could push the price way up. And that's exactly what happened. Because the SEC has to hand over those Hinman emails that we're never going to see. It pushed the price up, and I believe it's going to continue going up because people right now are very euphoric and they're anxiously awaiting a settlement at any moment. And I believe that's exactly what we're about to get. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. We'll see what's coming. Again, we'll continue looking around the rest of the world, seeing how the rest of the world is getting ready for XRP to take off also. Because on-demand liquidity can fix all the problems we talked about today. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.